You've probably seen those ads that say teenagers are building businesses with AI while you're still using it, like it's Google. Well, if you've actually used AI tools before, you know this is not quite true because Google does not prompt you back with multiple options and new to-do lists. And if you have multiple passions and interests, if you're a multi-potentialite and multi-passionate, then AI can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. Today, I want to show you how to stay on the bright side of AI without falling down the endless rabbit hole. Here's how I like to think about AI tools. You can see them as horses, race horses, jumper horses, all standing in an open field, already saddled up, ready to go. Now if you climb on one of those horses and give it a nudge, with no particular direction in mind, no specific training, you're in for a wild ride because it could either rush down a completely unknown path or it can take you down a path used by thousands before you. Either way, you're in for a wild ride or a ride that you did not necessarily wish to have, and you'll soon feel completely overwhelmed. So I think that when multi-passionates meet AI, this is what happens. We are naturally curious, and AI tools are an infinite playground, a bottomless well of, full of answers. We love starting projects. AI makes starting 10 more projects so incredibly easy. We already struggle with focus, and AI creates even more options and potential directions to follow. We have FOMO. What if there is a better tool out there? Let's say, for instance, that you want to write a newsletter. So you start researching AI writing tools, and now all of a sudden you have 47 browser tabs open, comparing ChatGPT to Claude versus Jasper and Copy.ai, and you've watched 12 or more YouTube tutorials, and you've joined I don't know how many Discord servers, and you still haven't written your newsletter. If that rings a bell, then you're not the only one. Before we talk about how to use AI without losing your mind, let's quickly clarify what we're talking about. Because AI is a broad concept applying to many different things. AI tools could basically fall under three categories. One, the specialized AI features. AI built into an existing tool to make it smarter. Tools like Grammarly, Descript, Notion AI. You're not talking to the AI as much as you're using AI-powered features. Two, the creative AI or generators. AI-powered tools like Midjourney, DALL-E, Canva, Suno, Sora, Invideo, etc. Focused on creating images, designs, sometimes videos. These are the make something visual tools. And third, conversational AI. AI tools for, general purpose. Think ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot. These are you talk to them about anything tools. Yes, you can literally talk to them without even writing anything. And they help you for copywriting, research, deep research, brainstorming, problem solving, workflow automations, etc., etc. Each has slightly different strengths. Claude tends to be better for longer, more nuanced writing. ChatGPT is more versatile. Gemini integrates with Google Workspace, and Copilot integrates with Office applications. The key thing to understand is that you do not need to try every AI tool in every category. You need the ones that solve your specific problems and your needs. Seems obvious? That brings us to the multi-passionate AI framework, what I called the 3 C's. So what I call the 3 C's for multi-passionates to use AI is a basic framework or basic guidelines to stay in control. The first C is clarify your use cases. You first need to know exactly what you would need AI for. So you need to list 3 to 5 tasks that you do regularly, things that are either repetitive and time consuming or that require research, analysis, a lot of research and analysis, or heavy mental lifting. For example, if you want to write a video script but you have to research many different articles before, then you can use an AI tool to go through tens of articles and summarize the key points for you. You can edit audio directly through the transcript, removing filler words with the script, for example. You can do some basic graphic design for thumbnails, or even smarter, more sophisticated designs for any sort of illustration. In any case, identify 3 to 5 tasks that you think could use an AI input. And on that list, obviously, you're not going to include things like fun experiments with AI or brainstorm random project ideas. I mean, this would be literally asking an AI tool to help you waste your time, basically. Resist using AI for fun experiments unless you actually planned a specific time slot in your agenda for fun experiments or random ideas. I don't know, but be careful, because as multi-passionates and multi-potentialite, those quick experiments can easily turn into 3 to 4 hour rabbit holes. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. For me, I use Claude and I use it to do some deep research on the web, but I don't use it to brainstorm new projects. I already have too many projects, open at the moment. Anyway, second C, constrain your tools. Probably the hardest C, because you have to pick 2, 3 tools maximum, not 20 different tools. So I use, for instance, one for writing. I used to use ChatGPT. I did that for a while. Now I tend to use Claude instead of ChatGPT. I use one for visual, creative work. For instance, Canva with AI features. I used Sora for a while for very short animated videos. For productivity, video editing, then the script. What you need to do is match one tool to each task. Don't try to use ChatGPT for everything, for instance, or don't keep switching tools every week because someone said this one is 10% better, than the one you're actually using now. No. Any new tool you want to try to stick to it for at least 30 days so that you can really learn how to use it. You fully explore its potential before you decide whether you have to move on to another tool or not. But give it the time, don't keep switching between tools. That's a waste of time. The third C is create boundaries. This is about protecting yourself from yourself. Time box and structure your AI use before you start using AI. Before starting any session with AI, write down what you intend to do precisely, your AI to-do list if you want, and stick to that before embracing any other options. Okay. Set a timer. I'm serious. Set a timer. Say, for instance, 30 minutes for research-related tasks. After 30 minutes, you can always re-evaluate, but that helps you stay focused. You can also set a timer for other options like reviewing your workflow, reviewing your to-do list, etc. Schedule your rabbit holes. You can always plan for exploratory AI sessions, say 1 per week. Put it on your calendar, like an appointment. Saturday afternoon, AI experiment time. And then embrace good enough. If you find yourself using AI to optimize your AI workflow, or using one AI to review what another AI has done, and then you consider using a third one for the same thing, maybe you should stop. The goal is to create things, not to have the perfect AI system or the perfect AI product. I know that even though I can use some AI tools to edit my videos, edit my scripts, etc., etc., there is a time where I prefer to stick to the old ways in a way, so not to make it too artificial. And even though you can train AI to speak like you and to create a clone of yourself, I think it's always best to remain as authentic as possible and really, really keep AI as a friendly tool that can help you. A few practical examples. So case one, you want to use AI for content creation. The bad way to go about it is to spend 2 weeks researching 20 different AI writing tools, comparing features, watching reviews, etc. The good way to go about it is to pick Claude, for instance, or ChatGPT, whichever you try first. Use it for your video script for 30 days, then evaluate. Case number two, learning a new skill. The bad way to go about it is to ask AI for a complete roadmap to learn Spanish and Japanese and coding and play the guitar. The good way to go about it is to pick one skill, ask AI for a focused 30-day beginner plan, and actually do the plan, actually go through that plan. Case 3, project management. The bad way to go about it is to use AI to generate 50 brilliant ideas for new projects that you will never execute. And the good way to go about it is to use AI to break down one current project into actionable steps that you can implement before you move to another project. You see, the idea is to narrow your focus for the time being so that you can proceed with actual execution and instead of ending up with just more options. How to fix FOMO? You know, when you're thinking, but what if there is a better tool out there that I'm missing? Well, let me tell you this. Reality check number 1. The best tool is the one you actually use, not the one with the most features or the best marketing. Reality check number 2. Tool switching costs you way more time and energy than any marginal improvement you'll get from finding that better tool. Reality check number 3. Multipotentialites are good at many things when we commit to processes, not perfect tools. Reality check number 4. You learn fast. That's your superpower. Even if you were to pick the wrong tool and pay a subscription for it, you'll figure out how to make it work for you anyway, somehow. So really, you need to stop researching for the best tool ever and just start creating. To sum up, how do you actually enjoy the AI ride without getting overwhelmed, without getting thrown off the horse? Well, you have to remember that you can use AI to answer multiple questions and dive deep into topics you're curious about, help you merge and connect multiple passions and multiple interests, reduce repetitive tasks that drain your energy, but do it with 3 C's. Clarify your use cases, constrain your tools, and create boundaries. If this resonated with you and you would like more details, you can download a PDF, a free PDF that I call the Multipotentialite AI Toolkit. Hopefully that can help you decide better and navigate better in the world of, so many AI tools to choose from, but where do I start? So thanks for watching. If you find this helpful, let me know in the comments which AI tool has been your biggest time saver or biggest distraction. I'd love to hear your experience. So with that said, see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Be blessed.